dear friends, today I was working and I was like, I think Manushak's not working and I'm finally done with my work week, and I thought maybe we can go eat somewhere. So I text her and I'm like, I have a meeting. You want to go somewhere afterwards? You know what the woman texts me back? She texts me back, why? Question mark, question mark. I'm like, what do you mean why? I texted back because literally, like, we try to go out when we can, and that was really confusing to me. I said, why not? I said, like, to eat or something afterwards? She's like, oh, you didn't mention food. I'm like, go anywhere to me means food is included. And that's one of my favorite pastimes, to go out to eat with her. So I'm headed to Jin's Sushi, one of our favorite stomping grounds, one of our favorite food places. And so join me. Let's go have some sushi. I'm hungry. And I'm done with my work week. And Monday felt like a Friday, so this was a really long week for me. Alright, we're here. It is snowing outside, people. It's not supposed to be snowing, but it is really. Really, it is snow season still in Wisconsin. Let's go have some sushi. Jin's Sushi. Here we go. Specials. Hello, people.
Hey, Tanya.
Hello. This is the woman that said, do you want to meet somewhere? And she says, why? Why not?
No, you said, do you want to go somewhere, you said.
And you said, why?
I said, why?
That's not a... Why do we ever go somewhere? Did I get you without an answer? It was so incredibly loud in that restaurant. Like, I've never heard the music that loud in there. And so it was impossible to talk and impossible to have a conversation because YouTube will pick up on that music and then we'll get a violation. And we don't need that. So Manushak's headed out back home with her mother-in-law and her son. And I am headed to get some milk from Aldi's probably because we're clean out of milk. No milk in the house, and I have a growing teenage boy that goes through milk like water, and I need some milk to make homemade yogurt. So I am headed to Aldi's. It is snowing, like, let me show you. It's actually sticking a little bit. And that right there that's what February is supposed to look like. Not like yesterday where it was 55 degrees outside, sunny and beautiful. So Mother Nature got the memo, and Mother Nature is back on target with the bad weather. My glasses are crooked. I need to have them adjusted. Let's head on out. I was trying to even remember where I bought these glasses to get them adjusted. I know I could probably go anywhere, but I got these at Costco.
Now turn right onto
They're just
West
a little
Lincoln
bit
Avenue.
tweaked the wrong way. Fortunately, there's an Aldi's very close to the restaurant, and I can grab what I need. My gosh, this weather did a 180 from yesterday.
No, your destination.
Alright, I am here to grab some milk, maybe some fruits and vegetables. And of course, I cannot not look in the aisle of shame. I will look in the aisle of shame. Their weekly finds, that's my groove. The oranges were overall not in the best quality, but I grabbed a couple of bunches. I grabbed 8 half-gallons of milk. And then I saw this cold foam for iced coffee. I've never seen that, so I decided to give that a try. We're running out of Ziploc bags for lunches. And I always buy some extra lentil beans because that's good to have on hand, and it's great healthy protein. And I decided to give this Alfredo sauce a try, but they had different flavors. So I was trying to figure out what flavor was the best, and I went with just a regular Alfredo sauce and a 4-cheese Alfredo sauce. My son loves these dark chocolate, and it's such a good quality and tasty dark chocolate. So I grabbed a bag of those. And just to have some extra sugar on hand, I grabbed a 4-pound bag, but I don't recall it ever costing over $3. Did anybody else notice the cost and price of sugar has gone up in their area also? And this was the best find for me. It was chicken breasts that were 50% off, organic chicken breasts. So I stocked up on those, and I will put them in the freezer when I get home. And now we find ourselves in the aisle of shame, the AOS aisle. So far, I haven't found anything that has gotten me very interested or curious, but I went through and I took a look. They had some silverware that they had in stock and some utensils. This next item was a chopper that was hand pulled by a string. They had some pots and pans in store, along with some kitchen items, some organizational items. Then they had a matching casserole dish, and below this shelf there was a matching serving platter, but I couldn't get this one out, so I decided to just leave it alone. Everything was kind of stuck. If you've been with us from the beginning, there's the Scrub Mommy and Scrub Daddy sponges that we kind of started off with. Then there was some lamps, some hanging lamps, and some side table lamps that they had in stock. And these were really neat, but they seemed like they should have been half the price than what they were listed at, in my opinion. And we've made it to the St. Patrick's Day gear. They had some leggings, some St. Patrick's Day themed leggings, along with the infamous gnome. This is the St. Patrick's Day gnome. They have a different gnome for every season. And I had a little fun taking photo shoot with one of the gnomes. A lot of these items are items that are left over from past weeks, like this muslin, I don't know how to say that, gown. And then they had this mug. They've had this mug for a few weeks now. It's got a little indentation so that you can hold it with your thumb. I don't think that's very practical. They had different signs available. Whatever they have been unable to sell goes on a discounted price or sale price. These were cute, these little baggies for whatever, makeup or school supplies. They had 3 different versions of it. They had a planner, organizational planner. It was a lot of leftovers. It felt like a lot of leftover stuff. Washi tape, I don't remember how to say it. It's for just decorating. This looked tempting. This was a back support for an office chair. However, I decided against it because it was $14.99. This was unique. It was like a chair cushion, but it swiveled. So you could make a non-swivel chair into a swivel chair. They had a little portable travel sewing kit, which is a good idea. And then this one random ramen noodle bowl. This was interesting. Sometimes they get nice furniture in stock. Some candles, a toaster, a chopper. And these were really cute, these footstools that were in the shape of an animal. And then they had these beeswax cloth so that you could try to replace plastic, but I haven't had that much luck with using those yet, so I didn't get that. And that, dear friends, that honestly, that Isle of Shame selection was pretty not interesting to me. It didn't have anything really, something that stood out that I really wanted or needed. So I decided to check out and load up my car. And that, folks, is an Aldi's wrap. I honestly didn't see anything that was interesting to me in the Aldi's Isle of Shame, but maybe I'm just not in the mood today to really look. I don't really need anything from there. It's just always interesting for me to look. I used to live in Germany, and there was an Aldi's not far from my house, and I bought things there that were so unique that we still use today. Like we have this cold pack that's made from cherry pits, and so you stick it in the freezer, and like when the kids have something that's sore or they got injured and they need an ice pack, instead of an ice pack we use these cherry packs. And I got those in 2001, 2002. Like, they don't look that old, but they've really served their purpose. And that's where I first learned about this. I didn't know it was called the Aldi's Isle of Shame. But I would always go and check that aisle out because they had so many unique things They had like holiday gear and it was so reasonably priced. But I literally have things from that Aldi's 2 decades later. And it's still good as new. Alright, I was not at all expecting that this snow would do this. It came down pretty decent and while I was shopping, and I wasn't even shopping that long. Today my single best score at Aldi's was finding the organic chicken 50% off. Oh my gosh, that's like a huge saving. So I got like 2 chicken breasts. Some of them were $4 and $5 a pack. So I got 5 packs. I got 5 packs and I'm going to freeze it. And that's what my son and I will have for dinners because that's normally the meat I buy. I buy it there or I buy it at Costco, organic chicken breasts. But that was a really good price. That means I think it might have even been cheaper per pound than the non-organic chicken. So it's the reason it was on 50% off is because tomorrow's the last day they can sell it. But I'm going to freeze it and it'll be just fine. So I'm ready to go get a hot coffee. Join me. Let's go get a Starbucks. I haven't had a Starbucks in not a long time, but I haven't had a Starbucks in a few days. And it's like the perfect weather. I ran out of milk at home, so I couldn't make my second coffee for the day. So I think it's time to celebrate with that second coffee so that I can just drink my coffee and edit videos. Manushak headed home with her family, and she said, I'll talk to you later. Maybe you can come over later. And I said, let's see how I feel. It's Friday night. Friday night, I'm pretty much done and tired for the week. So I said, let's see how it goes. My youngest son is with his dad this weekend, so I have a little bit of downtime to catch up on life that I don't get caught up on during the week. And I get to spend a little more time with Manushak when that happens and she has free time and she's not working and I'm not working and I don't have my son. And that gives us a little more time to hang out, go out, or just catch up on life. So now I have to think where's the best Starbucks to go to because I am not on my side of town. And I forgot there is one right by here. It's a new one. It's by the Tesla charger. So let's go. Now, do I want iced or hot today? Normally if I go to Starbucks and it's my afternoon coffee, I get iced. But since it's cold and snowy,
In 500 feet, turn right onto West Layton Avenue.
I might opt for the hot one. So my passport expired. That's not a good thing. And I didn't even realize it. It happened so quickly. Like those 10 years, they passed by so quickly. I made an appointment at the post office 2 weeks ago to renew it, and I expedited my passport for a couple of reasons. One, I don't like being without a passport. Two, we renewed my son's passport last year in 2023, and it took 4 months to get it renewed, and we expedited it. It took 4 months. That was unnerving, and it was very disturbing for me. So I'm like, I am not, even if it means it's 2 months, it's half of the 4, I'm going to pay that extra fee so that I can have my passport back. My passport came in 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks. I am quite impressed. I am happy. So if you are an American citizen and you need to renew the passport, now's the time to do it. Apparently now they have the staffing in place. They didn't have the staffing last year. So now's the time to renew that passport.
Thank you for stopping at Starbucks. What can I get for you today?
Can I get a grande dark roast with 2 raw sugars and an inch of cream, please?
Unfortunately, we don't have any dark roast brewed right now. We only have pike. If you want, we could do a pour over for dark roast. That would probably take 5 to 8 minutes.
Oh, that's okay. I'll go with a grande latte, then with 2 raw sugars.
Grande latte with 2 raw sugars. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
All right, go ahead and put forward.
Okay, thanks. They're out of the drip coffee. I never order drip coffee. Today was the day I decided, I'll have some drip coffee instead of espresso. And they didn't have what I want. So now I need my phone back so I can pay. The sweet barista was asking me about my car, if I liked it. And I said, honestly. But the barista was asking me how I like my Tesla. And I said, I honestly have mixed feelings about it. I said, on the one hand, I really like it. On the other hand, I have some reservations about it. And my reservations include, acceleration on this car is amazing. I've never had a car with that fast of an acceleration. So that part I really like. The part that concerns me is when I have a lot of driving to do, even though my car is fully charged, 80% is what you're supposed to charge it to. Unless you know you're going on a long trip, then you charge it to 100% to preserve your battery life. But even when I charge it to the 80% and I have a lot of driving to do because of work and my kids and the sports and all of that, honestly, it's a lot easier to get a tank of gas filled up quickly than it is to charge your car. Because if your car goes down really low, it may take 30 to 40 minutes to charge it back up to the 80%, not to the 100%, to the 80%. And then if I'm charging at home, I don't have a supercharger at home. I have a fast charger, but not a supercharger. A supercharger is the one that you see on the side of the road sometimes, and those are the ones that charge the cars quickly. But my charger at home takes about, 3 to 4 hours. I charge it at night so it doesn't impact my driving unless I'm at the low level and I go home and I charge it, but it's still not going to be fast enough. So in that instance, I'd have to find a supercharger. So that's my hesitation. It's much easier to fill up a tank of gas than to charge a car if you're in a hurry. If you pre-plan it, you have it all calculated, everything is, you already know your distance every day, you have the same distance or similar. It's really a cost-effective car to have. Save a lot of money on gas. However, if you have a fluid schedule, if you have a fluid schedule and it may vary, that's where it can get a little bit sticky. So when we went to visit my sister in Pennsylvania for Thanksgiving weekend, we pulled off the freeway and it said there was a Tesla charger there. And I was like, where on earth do they think this Tesla charger is? It's Amish country. There's horse and buggies on the road. That's like the complete opposite of a Tesla generation or whatever. I told my kids, I said, we're gonna run out of battery. I don't know where it thinks there's a Tesla charger in Amish land, but I'm really, really low and I don't know how much more I have. If you run out of battery, you have to get towed. Unless somebody can drop a comment and let me know, I think you have to get towed because your car is essentially just, it won't function. Unless you have a generator or like some backup battery, I don't know about, which may be. But anyways, I'll include a video. People come off the freeway and the last thing you expect to see is a horse and buggy and then like boom, a Tesla charging station, because that's what happened to us. In the middle of Amish. Horses and buggies, and I just thought I feel like I walked into the Twilight Zone or an alternate universe. Sure enough, there were Tesla chargers. Sure enough, there were. And at one point, they were almost all full. It was wild. I was hoping that a buggy would come and park by us so that I could take that contrast image of a Tesla next to a horse and buggy. Just showing how far technology and society has come. But on that note, dear friends, thank you so much for joining us on today's adventure. It was not as... Manushak and I didn't get as much of a chance to chit-chat because of the loud music in the restaurant. We are so glad you're with us. Thank you for being a part of our journey. We are sending you lots of love, positivity, and peace. See you in the next adventure. Bye-bye!